Hey guys, welcome back to How to Rip's Lesson of the Week. In today's episode we're going to talk about what you do when you get a new board, and I'm pretty stoked that I've got a new board here. It's called the second cousin from JR Surfboards, and it's basically a slightly more high performance-y small wave board than the Raptor that you've seen me ride in many videos before. So we're going to jump into unwrapping this thing and checking it out. And guys, if you're new here, why don't you subscribe to our channel now, where we upload 2 videos every week to help your surfing progress. And if there's anything else you want us to talk about or anything you want to learn, let us know in the comment section below and we'll do our best to get onto it. But for now, let's go. So guys, this is a pretty obvious one. If you buy a brand new board and it's wrapped up like this one, covered in bubble wrap and lots of tape, just be careful when you're unwrapping it. If you're using a Stanley knife or a pair of scissors like I was, you must be so careful that you don't actually scratch the board or cut the board, or even yet put a hole in it. So just take extra caution. So I think we're almost getting there. A few more cuts. Okay, so I've just about finished unwrapping my new board. It's an exciting time because, as you know, when you buy a new board you spend a lot of time researching and trying to work out what board's going to be best for you. And I'm lucky that I've got a good relationship with the shaper, so that's beneficial because you can get a board that's perfect for you. So I'm excited to get this out and see what it's like. Woo. Looks good. Nothing quite like a brand new board. Alright. So here she is, the second cousin JR in Triflex technology. So it's an epoxy board for small waves. And thankfully the forecast looks good for tomorrow. We've got some fun small waves coming up, perfect for this board. So now that it's unpacked, we're ready for the next step, chucking on a deck grip. So the first thing I noticed about this board is that it's incredibly light. You can literally hold it out here like this with no effort required. It's pretty amazing. So I'm really excited to see how this board goes out in the surf. I think it's going to be super fast. So once you've unpacked your board and you're ready to go, the next step is to put your deck grip on the board. If you choose to use one, you don't have to. I personally do. To make sure that the grip will actually stick, you've got to make sure that there's no dust or anything like that on the board. So I'm just going to use a cloth to wipe over the board and get rid of any dust or foam. The board's clean, the next step is to put the pad on. So when you're putting on a deck grip, you've only got one shot, because if you stick it on and it's not in the right position, the glue is super sticky and you're not going to be able to get it off and replace it. So you must get it right the first time. The way I like to do it is place it on like this before I've actually taken off the bits that make it sticky. Once I've got it in position and I'm happy where it is, the next step is to carefully take off the bits that cover the glue and then place it on. Remember that slow and steady is best when applying the deck grip to your board. Now where exactly you should have it and how far up, well, it's up to you, and it also depends on how long your board is. Because my board's relatively short, this one is a 5/8, I like to have mine right at the back. But it's personal preference and it's up to you. So once you've placed the pad on and it's stuck on the board, the next step is spending quite a bit of time making sure that that pad has actually stuck to the board. So what you need to do is be patient and meticulously work around the whole pad, putting pressure on every part. The edges, the middle, everything. Spend time doing this to make sure that the glue has actually stuck to the board. In doing so, you give yourself the best chance of making sure the deck grip won't come off, because there's nothing more frustrating than a deck grip that falls off. When it comes to putting pressure on the deck grip to make sure that it sticks, spend more time than you think you should. So when you're putting the deck grip on, the last but most important piece is making sure that you don't do it right before a surf. Timing is key when you actually stick a deck grip onto a board. If you stick it on and go straight out into the surf, chances are that it hasn't actually stuck to your board yet, and it's going to come off quicker than usual. So the key is to making sure you do this at least a day before you're planning on surfing the board. Alright guys, so it took a while, but we finally got there. Got a deck grip on. I've spent a lot of time actually just putting pressure on different areas of the pad, giving myself the best chance that the pad is actually stuck to the board, and I'm hoping that it won't come off. Two more things. I need to put fins in, and I need to put my leg rope on, and then we're heading to the beach. So when it comes to leg ropes, you can get them in a variety of lengths and thicknesses. Generally, thinner, shorter leg ropes are better for smaller waves because they create less drag, which means that you should be able to go faster. Compare that to surfing bigger waves, where you want a longer, thicker leg rope, which is going to give you more strength. To attach a leg rope, you get a small string like this. This usually comes with every leg rope that you buy. You simply put this through the leg rope hole and then attach the leg rope like this. Choosing the right fin for the right board is important because there's several brands out there that have different sorts of plugs. So it's really important that you speak to the shaper or the person working at the surfboard shop where you've actually bought your board to make sure you buy the right fin for the right plug, because there's nothing worse than getting the wrong fin for the wrong plug, and it's a waste of money and time. And it's going to take you longer to actually get out there and surf the board that you've just got, so make sure you get this right. Guys, thanks for watching the video today. I hope that now you understand how to set up your brand new board and the considerations that you have to have. The deck grip placement, how to actually stick it on, fin choice and leg rope selection. Once you've done all of that, it's time to wax up your board and get out there. But remember, it can take a few surfs to actually feel out a brand new board. Guys, if you want to stay up to date with what boards we're riding and the gear that we're using, you can see all of that in the video description below. We'll catch you in the surf, guys. I'm out of here. Something like this one.
on the waves, then looking